course is free right here. We'll get started in a second.
Move away from it. But also, I've come to you so many times and said, okay, we're gonna get pigeonholed. We can't just stay with this one thing. And you continue to be like, no. We need authors. I've offered you chefs. I've offered you tour guides. I offered you some A-list celebrities. And you said no because they haven't written a book. But sweetheart, you're beautiful. Whatever you're doing for skincare right now is really working. And you're glowing, just glowing from the booth. I think maybe it's time we get you out of the booth and in front of people. I cannot continue to say no to you. I feel like you're just walking up to other people and asking them what you should ask authors about. I've never seen you read a book. I know what I'm doing. I just think that maybe if we put you in the middle of the stage, if you weren't here, I wouldn't be either. You're absolutely beautiful. Matt, if you cannot get on board with this, we're gonna have to start making some very hard decisions without you, okay? Hey. No, I understand that you're Shaggy, and I understand that he's a talking dog, but there are no dogs allowed in the theater. I can't bend the rules for you.
Do you think she knows?
That you can't read?
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah. I don't feel great about it.
Matt, what are all these books for if you can't read?
I wanted to show people that I can read, or that I could read.
Matt, half of these are in Russian.
Okay, I thought that was Wingdings, okay? Look, I've read this, I've read the Bible. I've read the Bible.
Oh, you've read the Bible?
I have.
Who's that?
That is Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah, that's Eugene O'Neill, Matt.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah.
That's blasphemy. Other thing, okay, you know what? I also love screenplays. I read the adaptation of Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Okay, the screenplay of Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
And Dory. It's a two-parter. You've seen me write. You've seen me write on my typewriter. I've sat right over there, and I go clickety-clackety, and I send out these lovely letters.
And guess what, Matt? Your typewriter's made of Legos. You can tell.
I need help, John. I need help.
Matt.
I just want to read.
All right, man. We're going to start with the basics.
Okay.
The alphabet. You've heard of the alphabet now.
It came up when I was smaller in miniature people school.
The alphabet starts with this letter. The first letter of the alphabet is...
That is a TP with the second story.
It's called A. A. Right.
That is that's a butt. That's a butt. Can't do that.
Why?
Kids learn this.
Matt, it's called B, okay? B.
You call it whatever you want.
And what's this word right here? You got it. Big. Ooh.
Ghost, scary ghost, get out of my house.
No. Cows.
Oh. I didn't think we were doing numbers.
It's not a number. Think about 50 Cent.
Vitamin water.
No.
In the club.
G-Unit.
Unit.
Yeah.
I think the problem is, I think this is more about the fact that I'm out of shape, not that I don't know things.
Keep going.
D.
Right here.
Ooh, that is 2 letters away from the bad people.
Damn right.
G-Unit. I'm confused. How is this helping?
Oh, I just needed you to clean up. Now let's work on lowercase letters.
There's what?
I don't think you're gonna learn how to read before the next show.
What? No, come on, man, stick with me, please. I'm getting a lot better. She is pissed, okay? She knows I can't read. She knows I bring authors on just so I look smart.
Hey, she wasn't that mad.
Are you kidding me? You were in the room. What did you see?
What if we didn't have an author this time? What if we tried to get somebody in the music industry? Great job.
That's great. I don't have to learn how to read. She's not angry about that. It's okay that I can't read.
Yeah, can't read.
No.
Can't read her body language. Nope.
In more ways than one.
Can't read her room.
All right, I'm gonna get on out of here. This is getting a little too Zodiac-y for me, All right, but this was fun. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Annie loves you. The audience loves you. You'll be the host eventually. You'll be the host eventually.
Hey, you drove.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Savannah tonight! Today's guests we have vocalist Dolette McDonald and comedian Kaple. Without further ado, your favorite illiterate host, it's Matt Nicholas!
Hello, everybody, welcome, keep it count. Come on. Yeah, but those people Hello, everybody. Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Savannah tonight. I am Matt Nickley, and those are the dime pieces. Woo, led by the beautiful Vikram on keys. Give it up, Vikram. Composed that song himself, put together this lovely band. And folks, this is the third episode of Savannah Tonight. We are now just another tired old franchise. That's right. We're the Law and Order of Savannah-based late-night talk shows. We've gotten predictable. But we learned a lot in the month off, we will say. One of the big things you might notice is that the co-host of this show, John, used to be up there in the booth, sort of hidden. And we realized that the co-host of the show should be near the show.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. So we've gotten John a table and a rose.
And this awesome mug you have.
Yeah. And a mug.
With my face on it, yeah.
And I still don't have a damn thing.
Nope, nothing at all.
Yeah. But no, we've got John now. He's courtside, ready to just dive right in there.
I'm gonna stick here for a little bit though.
What's that?
I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. Most of it actually.
Go wherever you'd like. And other exciting local news. I didn't know this was going to happen. We have some lovely people here from the Savoy Society. Woo! Yes, yeah, big fans. They make a hell of a martini. That's all I can say. And they gave me this lovely little postcard here, which I recommend picking up. I know. I'll tell you what's on it. There's a lovely. She appears nude. There's a nude woman on what looks to be a very coarse beach, so that can't be comfortable. And there's a cheetah that she's serving drinks to, and a pineapple. So they're swingers, and a little bit of shade. But here's the dangerous part. If you buy one of these, don't make the mistake I almost did. They pre-sign it with love. I'm not trying to get into more trouble in my life. I'm sending this to, people that I'm indifferent towards. So just be very careful with your Savoy postcards. But give it up for the Savoy Society, everyone. Not a sponsor. I guess use them for all my stationery needs. Here's a lot of what's going on, though, is a lot of people have been asking, though, about this show, particularly my family. And they ask me, Matt, why is it a $20 ticket? They live in Boston, so they don't have to deal with this. But they're like, why? Why? And so they're wondering where the money goes. And honestly, I don't know. I have no idea where the money's going, but I asked our amazing executive producer who you saw in that sketch, who's actually a remarkably kind person, Annie Childress. Annie put together, give it up for Annie, put this all together. This is her show, I'm just living in it, and I asked her to tell us what the money was going towards, and I'm going to be in full transparency. We're going to look at this for the first time together, okay? So we made a little graph here. Here we go. Where does the money go? All right, so wait. All right, this is true. This is very true. I actually knew about this. 5% of the money does go to paying our comics. We have amazing stand-ups. We like to take care of our comics, and you'll see an amazing one later, Stephanie Kaple. All right, now let's see the next one. Where's the next chunk? Oh, wow. I thought we had a handle on that.
It's gonna come around, man.
It's good. No. Here's the thing about Vikram and his gambling. Vikram only bets on youth pickleball leagues. Yeah. Because, quote, Vegas doesn't calculate the odds correctly. What is that? We can't have that. Change the slide. Change the slide. Change the slide. I regret everything. You're paying for him, is what you're doing. All right. Yeah, give it up for taking down the whole show. I haven't seen a dime, and I'd like to at some point, because I collect coins, and there could be a rare one in
The
there.
dime pieces.
You are the dime pieces, and I don't need anything more in my life. But here's the thing. I shouldn't actually see any money from this show because John can attest to this. I love shopping. I'll go to any store. I'll go to a maternity clothing store just because maybe one day I'll get lucky. And but it could happen. But I was at Kroger the other day, not to get food because I don't eat. But I went to Kroger and I was getting like cleaning supplies, and there was this one, John, in this one, the dish soap. There was this little pod and a little pack of them, and on the front of it, it said, "Now dishwasher safe."
That's weird.
Yeah. I was like, it's about time. Like, you probably should have figured that out before you put this product on the market. Like, with people calling in just being like, I love your product, first of all. Very satisfied with what it could do. But I just wish my dishwasher wouldn't keep exploding during the running of this program.
It's almost like if you bought a vegetable and it's like, it's gluten-free. I was like, I assume so.
But just throwing gluten-free on anything, it's like, this cucumber is gluten-free. Come on over here, celiacs. Enjoy. But yeah, no, a lot. Yeah, so I can't see a dime. Anyone also enjoying the sort of early fall that we're experiencing? Yeah, right. This is why I love Savannah. It's because everybody last week, even though in the morning it was still like 80, but we all went outside and it was just like, ooh, it's chilly. Gotta get my sweaters ready. If you're like me, you start holding your coffee mug with both hands, and you're just like, my bones are brittle. And I realized last week that they always say women, you become your mother, men, you become your father. I've skipped my father, and I've become his mother. I'm her. I'm Grammy Nikki. She had two names, Grammy Nikki, because my mom's mom had already taken Grammy. All right? And she was like, hey, I'm Madonna, you're a two-namer. And so we called her Grammy Nikki, and Grammy Nikki was always cold. She was always freezing. Grammy Nikki's go-to outfit was a big Irish knit sweater, like from the old country, like knitted by like widows in Donegal. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't want your J. Crew crap. She got the real stuff. And she would wear it from September to June, and would always be like, oh, it's a little chilly in here. And then she would take that little Irish knit, and it had long arms, and she would tie it like she would turn herself into a little present of just arthritis, but was just turning. And if she had a calendar shoot, Grammy would have an Irish knit sweater all those months. And in the months of June, July, and August, her and all the Silicon Valley tech bros discovered at the same time the beauty of a Patagonia zip vest. And that's what got her through the summer months. And if you looked in my closet, 95% of it are very, very heavy sweaters. And then I moved here, and I brought them with me. And now I'm just screwed, John.
I've always imagined you as like a 75-year-old
Irish woman.
Yeah, 100%. That's why we got into this thing together, because I was like, I need to be around more old Irish women, and I don't know where to find them. Yeah.
Right here, I put Baileys in everything. Absolutely everything. That's why they love me at Savoy. Yeah, no, Baileys and everything. Are you a big Baileys drinker?
No.
Would you like some?
I got a mug right here.
Huh?
Hey!
What's been going on with you, though, John? I'm happy to see more of you closer to me. What's going on in your life?
You know, I've just been walking around, walk past your house all the time. Yeah. I see they fixed that sinkhole.
Oh, this is true. Actually, yeah, this is actually a very good point. I'm very not self-aware. This is actually, so I'll be vulnerable for a second. I started going to therapy about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. No, you haven't met me. Yeah, so I realized in therapy, apparently, I'm responsible for most of my own actions, which was a letdown. And also, though, I need to be more aware of my surroundings, apparently, and this is a great example. A sinkhole opened in front of my house, just in the street, and I didn't know until I went to work and the news was on, and everyone was like, hey, Matt, that's your apartment. I had no freaking clue. I literally pulled out of my house and I was like, oh, what are those police doing? It's like, another day being me. But yeah, I'm not self-aware at all, but the city fixed it overnight. I'm not gonna say where I live, but it's where all the shops are. And And you know what's embarrassing about this? The city of Savannah should be a little embarrassing about this. The street next to my office, is one of those old brick streets, has had a sinkhole in it, a big ass hole in it, for months. And what the city did is they first just put a little cone on it. Just like, hey, don't drive here. And then it got bigger, so the cone fell in. And now they have one of those big orange drums. They just put that on.
Hey, they're trying. The city's trying.
That's
Look at
the-
it for Savannah, y'all.
City's trying. Like, you just know if they actually build a new bridge, they're just gonna put a cone. They're like, for now, no one go here yet. Yeah. Therapy's been good. I've been getting to know myself.
What have you discovered other than that you should take some personal responsibility?
I should take some personal responsibility was a big one. I discovered, what did I discover? I never really grew up, apparently.
You grew taller, but not up.
I'm taller than I used to be. But yeah, it's been interesting. We're still at the downloading me phase, so we're at like 2 months old.
I'll check in a couple months.
Check in a couple of months. I'll be a brand new person. I'll have embraced me in so many ways. Yeah, me and Grammy Nikki. I should have gone to therapy with her. That would have been great. Come on, an old Catholic woman. Just like, she's hiding shit. Grammy told us, this is a true story. God, love you, Grammy. All right. So Grammy, the Madonna Grammy, the one named Grammy, still living Grammy, has amazing drinking stories. Because Grammy would always be like, I never drank. And then we'd be like, what about that time you told us about the whole bottle of wine? She was like, oh, I forgot. Grammy conveniently forgets most of her heavy drinking. Probably because of the drinking. But Grammy Nikki remembers all of them because she would have a sip of beer and her friends would prank her. So they were at a motel, this is true, they were at a motel down the Cape in Cape Cod. And they were like, hey, oh wow, I'm blanking on her first name. Marilyn. We called her Grammy Nikki, okay? They were like, Marilyn, have a little beer. And she had a little sip of beer, and then they pretended that she was just hammered. And they were like, what are you saying? Why are you going crazy? And they made her leave the room, and they locked her out of the freaking room.
So your grandma's friends invented gaslighting is what you're telling me?
Yeah. Yes, these mean Bostonians, which lines up, invented gaslighting. Yeah. So yeah, poor Grammy Nikki. But we could have a good time
That's
there.
a good topic for therapy also.
Oh yeah, because Grammy's entire life, Grammy really wanted, I don't know if your grandmother's like this, or have someone in your life where if you have a parent who will just do anything for their parent. My Grammy Nikki said, I would like to have a clock in the living room because I like to hear the ticking. So my dad got her a floor-to-ceiling grandfather clock that didn't just tick, but every 15 freaking minutes would be like, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And she lives in a tiny in-law apartment half the size of this stage, and now the clock takes up 25%, and she would just sit there in a little sweater and go, that's nice. But we have an exciting show for you planned this evening. Like we said, the amazing Dolette McDonald will be joining us. And we're very lucky. But first, longtime fans of this show will know that we have to deal with something here. And that's the fact that we have a segment on this show. It's our longest running segment. What happened was our own Jamal Tank's over there on the drums. He's not in therapy. But our own Jamal Tanks came into this theater January 1st of this year and said, I have a New Year's resolution. And it was, quote, to be more grizzly bear and less teddy bear in the year of 2024. So we have been marking his progress every month in a segment we call Grizzly Watch. Jamal Tanks on stage, please. Now, it's been 2 months in a row of Teddy.
Yes, that's all about to change.
All right. Do you want to start with your grizzly or your Teddy?
I want to start with my grizzly.
All right, here we go.
So, the grizziest thing that I did last month was I kicked somebody out of an Uber.
Whoa, the
Yeah,
driver?
That's right.
The
No,
driver?
it wasn't the driver. No. It was somebody that I was with. So remember in my first Teddy month, remember the girl that I told I loved on the first date?
Yes.
I
Yes,
can't
we
stand
all-
her anymore.
You kicked her out of an Uber?
I did. I kicked her out of the Uber. Yes.
You guys are talking again?
What we were as friends. She randomly texted me one day. It was like, I'm sorry about how everything happened. I was just going through a lot at the time. So we started hanging out
Okay.
as friends. We agreed on that.
I like that.
But then during my Teddy month, I was spending a lot of money. We were hanging out, we would go to the movies, go and get food, and I was paying for everything.
You were dating.
That was Teddy. That was during my Teddy month. That's right. So yeah, but we weren't. So it clicked in my mind. It was like something doesn't seem right. So I said, I'm paying for everything. She's not paying for anything for us to just be friends. So I decided to get down to business. And there was one day we were hanging out, and we were like getting an Uber to our next location. I said, hey, would you ever buy me a drink? And she just chuckled and just said no. I was like, but we're not dating. I noticed I paid for everything. We're not dating, we're friends. So I feel like it should be mutual. And she was like, she just went off on me.
Whoa.
Yeah, she was like, you're trying to put a label on us and we're dating and everything. And it seems like the man would always pay for all of this. Even though we're just friends, it doesn't matter. So you're gonna pay for everything. And I got upset. So then, yeah, that's right.
The
So,
car's driving at this point.
The car is driving.
The Uber driver's hearing all of this.
Yes.
Okay, great.
And in that instant, I asked the Uber driver to pull over.
Oh.
That's right. Yeah, I said, can you pull over? And I said, well, since you can't pay for anything, that means you can find your way home.
Oh.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
And she got out.
And she got up. I
Damn.
haven't talked to her since.
Wow.
That's right. That's right.
Wow. And were you just in Richmond Hill? Was it a long walk?
No, it was actually at Forsyth. I was heading to McDonald's restaurant in Lounge.
Okay. Where you'll find yourself a sweetheart.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Wow. That's
Yeah, that
pretty
was my
damn good.
Right.
All right. All right. Well, what? You have to tell us a Teddy, though.
All right. My teddiest moment of last month, I bought a pedal pub for all of my friends to go on.
Wait a minute. Okay, that's not Teddy.
Exactly. It's a grizzly month.
That was the Teddiest thing. You're hedging your bets.
Sure. I deserved it.
You do deserve it. All right, so you got a pedal pub for your friends.
Yes.
That's wonderful. You're doing it tonight, I think.
Tonight.
All right, fantastic.
After
Why
the
did you
show.
do this?
Because I wanted something where all of my friends can get together and enjoy the end of summer. You know, scat classes are about to start back. Everybody's about to be miserable in the fall and getting cold and stuff. So, yeah. So, I wanted everybody to enjoy something together. So I was like, what better way than for a bunch of people to get on the pedal pub together?
Final question before we vote. Was this other woman originally going to be on the pedal pub?
No.
Okay. Because you could have kicked her off of that, and that would have just been.
I could have, but I felt good enough in the Uber.
All right. Jamal takes everybody. All right, now, Jamal, this could be a big month for you.
I hope so.
Now, my dear friends, this is how you all decide, was it a grizzly or a teddy? It's by round of applause, all right, how the best voting works. So, was Jamal's month Teddy? Ho! Was Jamal's month Grizzly? Jamal, thanks. Wow. We can cancel this show now. That's the only reason we started this experiment. Holy crap, Jamal, I'm very excited for you. Well, everyone, there's more show to be done now. And here's the thing. What Jamal brought up is actually a big deal, you know, because if you get kicked out into the mean streets, you never know what could happen to you, all right? And so we came up with a little something, a little expose about what you could end up coming across in the mean streets. Let's take a look.
Oh honey, I'm so glad that we're gonna be together forever.
I know. I've been waiting for you to pop the question for a really long time.
You said yes.
I know,
oh,
and
honey.
I'm like so happy we picked out this cake. This bakery's in a weird spot. It's like in a dark alley.
This is where you're gonna find the best stuff, though.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well.
Oh, honey.
Oh my God.
Got a couple of lovebirds here in my alley.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think we both, all three of us, know what's about to happen.
Oh no. Oh no.
Honey, it's okay. Pete.
Okay.
Stay calm.
All right.
It's okay.
All right. Be calm.
It's okay.
All right, just follow my instructions and nothing will hurt you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you slide to the left.
Okay.
You slide to the right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I don't know. This feels weird to me.
Please don't leave me.
I'm right here, baby.
Crisscross.
What?
Crisscross!
Okay. Honey.
Like I said, follow my instructions and nothing will harm you.
Okay. We're doing what you want.
I feel like we're all a little too far apart right now.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right, bring it in slowly.
Okay.
Start with your right foot.
Okay.
All right, left foot now, y'all.
Okay.
Right foot again.
Okay.
Left foot again.
Okay, honey.
Okay, hold on. I need a little oomph to it.
Okay.
A little more, you know?
Okay.
So right foot, let's stomp.
Okay.
Left foot, let's stomp.
Okay.
And now's the time to get funky.
Oh no.
Everything in the bag.
Everything?
Everything in the bag.
Okay. All right. There's my keys. There's my AirPods. There's my wallet.
That's everything.
Okay.
That's everything.
Everything?
No.
Give it up.
No.
No, come on.
Give it up.
That was
Please.
3 years
Give me the
salary.
ring.
Don't, no.
Put it in the
Honey,
bag.
just do it.
Just put it in the bag.
And
Whoa. I can't have you freaking out. Get down. Get down on the ground.
Okay.
How low can you go? Can you go down low?
Yes.
All the way to the floor?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
look at me.
I can't breathe.
Whoa, buddy, you're really freaking
I'm
out.
freaking out.
All right,
I'm freaking
bring it to the top.
Okay.
Bring it to the top.
All right.
Like you'll never stop.
I can't breathe.
Bring it to the top. Hands up. Hands up.
Okay.
Hands up.
I can't breathe. I still can't
Still
breathe.
can't breathe?
I still can't breathe.
Oh, we're gonna. Okay. Hands on your knees.
Okay.
That might help.
Okay.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
Hey.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
I know this.
This is the cha-cha slide.
This is the cha-cha.
Oh yeah.
Hey, whoa,
What?
wait.
Are you robbing us?
This is not gonna happen at the wedding. No.
Absolutely not.
Wedding?
No. Oh, so
Reverse.
What? Why are you robbing us, man? Why?
You brought up a wedding. I'm a failed wedding DJ.
Okay, well, how are you a failed wedding DJ?
Because I couldn't make people dance without threatening their lives.
Well, you just made us dance just now.
At that point,
Yeah,
but
but-
we danced.
And you know what, honey? We have not been dancing in a very long time.
Okay, honey, we're gonna dance after we're married.
Yeah.
But
You know what?
we do need a DJ.
We need a DJ.
And we just picked up our flowers.
Yeah.
We just got our cake. And you just got your dress.
And you know what? We figured out our alcohol at our open bar. We have 5 different types of IPAs.
What's that mean?
5 hops this time! I feel really good about this.
Honey, I think this is meant to be.
I think,
Mr. Robber,
yeah.
will you be our wedding DJ? We'll give you a chance.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, we already paid you.
But we would need the ring back. I mean, it's 3 years salary, you know.
please?
Okay, take it back now, y'all.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my gosh,
Honey.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This makes me wanna freeze!
Everybody clap your hands!
Matt, you forgot the table.
Table! Our first guest. And some would say only guest. It's the incredible human being who united these following groups: the Talking Heads, the Police, then a little mix-up and just Sting, and even the Rolling Stones. And it's our pleasure to welcome her here this evening. Please welcome Dolette McDonald! You're used to that, waiting for the band to stop. Dolette, this is very exciting. So many people, when they heard you were going to be on, were like, ooh, I'm going to go now. and these are friends of mine that were like, oh, I don't give a shit about you, but you, Dolette. That people are very excited to see you.
Oh,
They are.
that's lovely.
Oh, you're lovely.
Everyone is excited to see me at this point. I'm happy to be here.
Well, there's plenty of reasons. I just want to cut to the beginning right now. You grew up in Newark, and I remember.
Well, I was
what?
born in Newark.
Oh.
I was raised in New York.
All right. Okay. There is a difference. And New Yorkers will tell you that all the time. Yes. Well, okay. So you grew up in New York. But if I remember correctly, you weren't allowed to listen to music as a kid.
Not listen to secular music.
Oh.
Only gospel. However, I do have a memory of hearing a little bit of jazz as a young child, and then all of a sudden it was all gone.
Yeah.
My mother got religion.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen. Yeah. So wait, do you remember what the jazz record was? Was it live, or was it a record, or on TV?
It was a female jazz singer. I can't remember who it was, but I remember the song, What a Difference a Day Makes.
Nice.
Yeah. And then from there, it was just,
Disappeared. It all disappeared. I was very, very young. I was the baby of 7 children.
Whoa.
So I was very young.
Were any of your siblings interested in music?
They all could sing some, but none of them were interested in pursuing. I wasn't even interested in pursuing because I didn't even know it existed. Something like that could exist.
What did you want to do when you were really little?
Get out of my neighborhood.
Okay. Well, you did that too.
Yeah. Because God only knows what would have happened had I not left.
When I remember also reading, you weren't allowed to listen to secular music, but you could watch the Ed Sullivan Show.
Yes.
So that
Isn't
was
that interesting?
Yeah, because that's all.
That was a family thing. We all got together and.
So when the Beatles came on, your mother wasn't just like, no.
No.
Those heathens.
No, but I do remember Tom Jones.
Oh.
I got a whooping for Tom Jones because I said while he was performing, I said sock it to me. And my mother said, I'll sock it to you. And she did.
Oh, no. How old were you?
I was 10.
Oh. You know what? You were standing up for yourself.
I did.
Yeah. And so when did, because you were in school and were singing gospel or singing, you were singing in school, right? Or at church?
My first time singing in school was in grammar school, and I sang the Lord's Prayer. But then in high school, I went to a school for music and art, and that sort of changed the whole dynamic for me.
And then when you're starting sort of your professional career, was there ever, because it just feels like you were just sort of brought right into a system where it was, oh, and Dolette's here and you're going to be in this background role and you're going to help propel these other groups?
I wish it was that easy.
Oh, yeah.
I moved to New York at 17. I know. And made a lot of choices. But the good thing was they had a newspaper called Backstage in Show Business. And they would always have auditions.
Oh, okay.
And so I would always go to open auditions, and there would be people there that I would always want to be on Broadway.
Ooh.
So I would go to those auditions. I couldn't dance, though.
That'll put a hamper on that.
But I would sing.
Yeah.
And they would say, oh, you're a great singer, but you're a terrible dancer. But you had producers, music producers at those auditions.
There as well, yeah.
And that's how actually someone chose me out of one of those auditions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to hear about one of those choices.
One of them.
Well, because that just went over a few months of choices.
Well, I was singing background for Sissy Houston, and there was an ad in Backstage for an acting job.
Okay.
So I went to the audition, and I just had to read a script. At the end of the day, it was a house of ill repute. In other words, it was a whole house.
Thank you for that translation. Y'all hear that? It was a whorehouse. Horror house.
But all I had to do was answer the phone.
Oh.
And I got paid.
Wait a minute. You were a receptionist with a script at a whorehouse in Manhattan.
That's right. A beautiful doorman building.
I bet. I want to go.
And,
what was the script?
You don't stuff that
Hey, you brought up the whorehouse.
I had to be the voice of the person that was going to actually do it.
Did you have multiple characters?
I did.
You doing like accent work?
I did. And interestingly enough, I got paid for every person that I got to go.
Oh, so there was an incentive to really sell it on the phone.
Well,
What?
this is why I know I have a guardian angel.
Yeah.
Because someone called one night and described what I had on, described what I looked like.
Oh, no.
And it was Sting.
And
That's how it all started.
I never went back.
Though that's petrifying.
And 2 weeks later, they were busted.
Well done.
All right. Well, that was a choice. Yeah. I like. You know
It
what?
was one of my favorite choices because I made a lot of money.
We should have done this interview over the phone. It would have been great. Some of Vikram's gambling money could have gone right to you. Okay, well, let's leave that behind. All right, Talking Heads.
Yes.
Okay, your first like big group that you were thrown in with them like a month before they were going on tour.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yes, it was.
Because you had never heard a Talking Heads song?
Never. When I was told about the gig, I said, "What is a talking head?"
David Byrne must have loved that.
All I knew was gospel and R&B.
Right.
I didn't know anything about new wave or punk or anything like that. So when I actually went to the rehearsal, I was like,
It's like, you ain't burning down my house.
But it was so lovely because they allowed me to just be me and do me. They just said, "You do your thing," and it worked out.
Yeah.
I didn't realize until later with other bands that there were so many restrictions about what I could and couldn't do.
That's interesting. Before we get to that, I do want to. When I watch like the live Talking Head shows, they're physical.
Yes.
You guys are moving.
Yes.
Were those just like? 'Cause you say you couldn't dance at the time, but you're getting.
Well, I can dance,
Yeah.
but not classically. I'm not classically trained, but I can move.
You moved. You moved. How many, like, the calories you guys were burning?
I didn't have to worry about that then.
True. Right.
I was still young and cute.
You had just come out of the whorehouse. Yeah. But no, I mean, but they're like really physical shows. I mean, those live shows were amazing. And you went all over the world with them.
Yes. Yes, I did two tours. I stopped working for them right before they did Stop Making Sense.
Oh, the big movie that they did. Oh, okay.
There was a little kerfuffle.
Yeah, if I remember. So Duran Duran, the Hungry Like the Wolf people, tried to steal Dolette from these Talking Heads people. But then you got nothing.
I was so stupid.
What exactly
I
happened?
was being honest, and I went to David Byrne and I said, "Listen, I got this offer, and if you can match what they're going to pay me." David Byrne is very cheap. So
someone in the audience just went Byrne. That's good. Very cheap. Okay.
he told his manager to call Duran,
double D. Yeah.
and tell them not to hire me. I didn't know any of this until I was with Sting, and Simon Le Bon came to me and said, "I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
This is what happened."
Wow.
I wouldn't know today
Right.
if he had not told me.
Right, but you were just being honest. You were just like, "Hey, this is the deal."
Yeah,
Boom, boom.
yeah. So
And then, but soon after, you ended up with the police.
I did.
That's amazing. Okay, the police at that point were just about to be no more police.
I was a witness to the fighting on stage.
Let's talk on the stage.
Oh yeah.
What? Tell.
Stewart and Sting just were like, Andy was Switzerland. And Stewart and Sting were just at it the whole time. And I have a feeling that there was a little drugs involved.
Probably
Just
a smidge. Yeah. A little bit. No. Not Switzerland, but the other two. But would they like consciously try to mess each other up on stage? Like
I was so busy trying to do my thing because when I first went there, they had other singers, and I had to learn their show on a airplane flight from New York to California. They didn't like the other singers, and the first thing I learned was that I couldn't use vibrato. And that was probably the most difficult thing I've ever done because I didn't know how to do that.
How to not do that.
And so I would have headaches every night after the show because I would hold my breath, trying to keep my voice from wiggling.
Oh, wow.
And because where I come from, vibrato is everything.
Yeah.
And I had to learn not to use it. Fortunately, I started studying and I eventually learned how to do that. But when I went to California, and it was fine, everything was fine, and then we went on tour, and it was just the energy it was palpable.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was angry with each other, and you could see like the end coming. And fortunately, at the end, Sting became angry with the singers and started yelling at us.
Oh, give me you.
And so at the airport, I said to him, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there was no reason for him to, start yelling at us. And he said to me, well, there's going to be some changes, and I'll let you know. I'll call you. But he said, no, there was nothing wrong with you guys, but...
It's just, yeah. But he got you in the divorce.
Yeah. He did. That's very good.
He did. Because if anyone hasn't seen the amazing documentary where Sting's doing his first solo album, Bring on the Night, you can probably buy it somewhere, or it's free on YouTube.
That's right.
But it's the weirdest opening documentary. There's the world's awkwardest press conference where people call Sting, the reporters are calling by his real name, and he's not liking that. And you're just there, just like... And then you guys are put up in this beautiful French mansion.
Fabulous.
But it's still open to the public. And they're all rehearsing, they're jamming.
The seniors coming.
The oldest French people in the world are brought through your guys' rehearsal. Yeah, and they're just like, one of them was just like, and Sting's just like, put on the band! And they're just like going crazy. What was that like?
It was wild.
Yeah.
It was wild. It was probably the most fun that I had up to that point.
Yeah.
Because we were just rehearsing and having a good time and eating good food and staying in fabulous hotels and,
Were you living at that country house?
No, we were living this was on the outskirts, and we were living in Paris.
Okay. And was that the first time that you had been a part of something where it was followed with that documentary crew? Like, was that the first time a camera was just all up on you all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was scary.
And I know you're so open and genuine, but you're very shy. Mm-hmm. I know that. And was that
Can you see me
scary?
shaking?
Was that intimidating? Like, did that make it harder for you to rehearse, knowing that there was just...
Not after the first couple of days. Because we had a job to do. And so you focused on the job, and the cameras became an afterthought.
That's good.
Yeah.
You brought up wonderful dinners. There's a scene in the movie where you're all at dinner, and you are next to Sting. And
My
Sting,
usual spot.
Yes.
Just saying.
Sting's pregnant wife was at home.
She was actually there.
Oh, good.
She gave birth while we were filming.
Yeah, at the ending of the movie, she gives birth. It's crazy. But during this dinner on film, the camera whips over to you and Sting, and Sting's whispering something, and you two are just giggling away. What the hell did Sting tell you?
Child, I don't remember.
All right.
I really don't remember.
It's like, were you the one on the phone? Oh no, I can't stop bringing that up.
Knowing him, he was probably making fun of one of the band members.
Oh, really?
Because there was a lot going on at the table.
Yeah.
And so he's probably laughing at one.
The band is amazing. Like, watching this doc, the band, he brought like the best jazz musicians, a lot of Americans,
Yes.
over to France, but like amazing. The pianist and the drummer, they're amazing.
Kenny Kirkland and Omar Hakim on drums and Branford Marsalis saxophone. I mean, it was an amazing. I learned so much from those guys because I was really nervous. I actually went to Sting and said maybe you might want another singer because
Really?
Well, those guys were like accomplished jazz musicians, and I couldn't. I don't read music. I was, I just felt like I didn't belong, and he said, no, it's comfort for me.
Having you there. Yeah. Oh.
See?
Yeah. Sting.
I gave
Devil.
him comfort.
Aw. And
Those phone days didn't hurt.
Watch the movie, it's great. It really is, it really is.
It's a good movie.
Well, and you really see them putting this album together,
Yeah.
and a lot of back and forth. You're a big character in the, you and, who is that other wonderful singer?
Janice Pendarvis.
You two are just so wonderful, because Steen's just like, I can't do that. And it's just a lot of like, you guys be like, well, you're gonna have to. It's really great. We do, one final question, well, two final questions. Because I see the light going and Annie yelled at me in the cold open, and I don't want that to happen again.
Okay.
But I know you talk a lot about when you would be doing a show, right after the show and all the celebrities were coming back to go greet Sting or whoever, you would go and hide.
Mm-hmm. That's because I'm an ambivert, and I don't know who's going to show up. It could come off as aloof, it could come off as angry, it could come off as... I've been in therapy, so I've learned how to take care of those issues.
I'll be there eventually.
But I just, I just didn't feel comfortable around people, and I still have challenges, but, thank God for improv because it's helping me come out of that shell and learn how to, manage my shyness.
Dolette's been doing musical improv here. I suggest you all do the same. Dolette, before we go, I know people can see you perform in town at the Gray.
Once a month I do the Gray for Sunday brunch, my band and I, and it's fabulous. We have a great time, and we're there from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And it's just a good time, great food, and we're just there to enhance the meal.
Dolette McDonald, everybody! Well, I learned a lot more than I expected. Folks, to bring us on home, we have an incredible stand-up for us tonight. She is, quote, the second funniest comedian in the state of Florida. Please welcome Stephanie Kaple!
second funniest female, or as my mom calls me, not the winner. So it's good. It's good. It's fine. No, I have to be honest. Today's just been one of those days where nothing has gone right, and even just like getting over here, like thought I found a parking spot, and then someone like snuck in and grabbed it from me at the last second. And at first, I got really mad at them. But then I thought about it, and I said, you know what, Stephanie? You don't know what their day was like. Maybe their boss yelled at them. Maybe they spilled coffee on themselves. And now, their car is gonna get keyed tonight. So, you just really never know what other people are going through. That's a message to you. So, but it's great to be here. I probably would have just stayed at home tonight and like binge watched, some TV. I'm old fashioned, I don't stream. I still have cable. I have not cut that cord yet. Largely, I don't know if the Supreme Court has ruled on that. Are we allowed to cut that cord? Or I don't want to go to jail. So, but I love to watch a TV show that you would never find on Netflix. Netflix would never invest in this. It's a little show called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, it's on TLC, and the L stands for learning, so just hold on to that one for a moment. But here's how the show goes, basically. A woman eats a burrito from a gas station, thinks she has food poisoning, sneezes, and a baby comes out. And then she says, I didn't know I was pregnant. That's it in a nutshell. They ask every woman on the show, were there any signs or symptoms that you were pregnant? And they all say the same thing. They all say, well, I didn't have my period for 9 months. I gained 40 pounds. My breast began to lactate. And every now and then the shape of a small human foot would move across my stomach. But no, there were no signs. Friends, let me tell you, this isn't a TV special. It's not a mini-series. It is a reoccurring seasonal television program featuring approximately 22 episodes in a season, each episode highlighting the stories of 2 women who did not know they were pregnant. Do the math. We have a problem, America. This happens so often, they have themes to the show. I didn't know I was pregnant on a boat. I didn't know I was pregnant on a train. I didn't know I was pregnant on a plane. It's like Dr. Seuss, full of the places. You could have a baby. And then my all-time favorite, I didn't know I was pregnant on the toilet. I'm not a mom. I've never experienced the joy of childbirth. But I've also never gone to the bathroom expecting to have a bowel movement and had a baby. I've never thought I'm gonna drop a massive number 2 and dropped a 6-pound infant. But I get worried. Because what if God's a little vengeful? He's got a little sense of humor. And one day I'm in the office and I think I got a little fart. Like a silent but deadly. And I rip a baby. I know the rule on smelt it, dealt it, but what's the rule on birthed it, raised it? My cousin's getting married at the end of the month. Everyone's very excited about this but me. It's a destination wedding. Yeah, that's it. I'm done with this destination stuff. Your destination weddings, destination birthdays, destination bachelorette parties. When did other people's life choices start dictating our vacation time and sky miles? Huh? Why am I going on a girls' trip with a bunch of girls I can't stand just because you lived this year? That doesn't make sense. Why can't we just go to a bar, get drunk, make out with a bartender, like I do on my birthday and Tuesdays? And girls, the day you get married, that's gonna be the most incredible day of your life. That's the day you marry the person of your dreams, or that you settled for. Whatever. How is me going through airport customs gonna make your day any more special? And some of you girls are on your second destination wedding. I am not climbing up a hill in Costa Rica in 5-inch heels holding a toaster oven a third time, Becky. You make this one work. But I do have a plan. I'm getting revenge. I'm having a destination funeral. Yeah! And it's going to be horribly difficult to get to. I'm not talking about a tight connection in the Atlanta airport. I'm talking about canoeing down a river in the Amazon with my dead body strapped to the back. And I'm not getting cremated or embalmed. You're just gonna have a stinky Stephanie carcass back there, attracting all kinds of things. Don't worry, you'll all be wearing matching t-shirts in neon that you can totally wear again. They'll say things like Stephanie's super fun destination funeral, ding dong the witch is gone, Stephanie got the death sentence. You'll be Instagramming live the entire time, hashtag Stephanie's dead. Hashtag no filter. Hashtag no coffin. Your gift bag will just be a shovel because I spent my entire funeral fund on your 33rd destination birthday wedding. And if you think, Stephanie, you'll be dead, what are you gonna do if we don't show up? I am this petty alive. Wait till I'm dead and have eternity to haunt you. That's what I have for you tonight, Savannah. I'm gonna go key some cars. Thanks for having me.
Stephanie Kaple! Oh man, Stephanie Kaple, Dolette McDonald, what an evening. John, come on up here, John. John, what did we learn today?
I learned that Jamal is growing up.
Yeah, Jamal. Don't get in an Uber pool with Jamal, is what I learned. Kick you right out of there. What else?
I also learned Dolette may or may not have been a pimp in her
Jury's still out, but she wasn't there when the police showed up, so statute of limitations, I think she's
And I
out.
also learned that I want to be a drinking buddy with your grandma.
We all did. All right, everyone, this has been so much fun. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Dolette McDonald at the Gray, Stephanie Kaple. That's been the Dime Pieces. Where's Savannah tonight? Good night.
Yeah, baby. Everybody give it up for the Dime Pieces. The Mustache Man Bob on guitar. Abby slapping that bass real quick.